Yo, what's going on, y'all? Welcome back. This is gonna be a little bit awkward. Trying not to knock this over, bro. To the channel, mate. And today, we will be reacting to Once You Master This, Overthinking Disappears. A video by State of Wisdom. Now, I saw this video while I was scrolling on YouTube and I was like, this might be just the video I need. Cause I'm an avid overthinker, bro. Like it is bad. It is really bad. There's nights I do not even sleep because my mind is just going, bro. And I just see. So what happened was when I slammed my desk just now, I ended my recording. It's so stupid. But yeah, man. Like I was saying before, I realized that I had ended my recording. We might just be wasting our time watching this, to be honest. Who knows? I guess we're about to find out, right? Might not learn anything new or anything I didn't already know to some degree, right? Because I feel like if you're a critical or chronic overthinker, that's the word I'm looking for, right? And you're very, 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 very surgical with self-analyzing, then I'm pretty sure most of, if not all of your problems, you've already figured out the answer to. It's just hard for you to like get to executing what you need to do to friggin' get it fixed. You know what I mean? Because I know that's the problem I have. I am so... It's not even a problem. I'm lying. It's not a problem I have. Right? It's just... I don't know, man. I don't know how to explain it and it makes sense. Anyway, that's gonna be enough of me rambling about some nonsense. Let's just get straight into the video, man.
Overthinking isn't your problem.
Okay.
It's thinking about the wrong things. Miyamoto Musashi mastered something most people never figure out: how to make decisions in seconds that others agonize over for weeks. Undefeated in 60-plus duels because while his opponents were calculating, he was moving. His system transforms mental paralysis into clarity so sharp, normal people think you're reckless. We're using his Book of 5 Rings and final text as the roadmap, but first, meet someone living exactly what you're going through. Part 1, the paralysis tax. There's a tax you're paying every single day. It's not money, it's time, energy, and potential, all spent on thinking instead of doing. And the worst part, you don't even realize you're paying it. Musashi wrote in the Earth Book.
Okay. I'm giving him a little bit because he actually got me there. Like as he was talking about that, I was reflecting on like what I did today. Bro, I woke up early as fuck today, regardless of me streaming late as hell last night. I didn't go to sleep until like 4 o'clock. Till I think a little bit after that. And I was up before 9. Okay? So I had plenty of time between when I got up to when I sat down to actually start recording to act. But instead I just sat there like trying to distract my mind from actually doing anything. You know what I mean? Instead of like me actively doing like what I'm doing right now, sitting down and recording, I procrastinated. Because I was just like, bro, do I really even feel like doing this right now? Am I really even doing anything worthwhile with my time with these videos? Am I just wasting my time doing this? Like, I could be doing blah, 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 blah. Yeah. So I know exactly what he's talking about.
What are you doing?
Yeah. I forgot what I was saying, but I remember it was something along the lines of, am I even doing anything worthwhile, right? And then that just went from me thinking about my YouTube stuff, and then it started getting further and further deeper and more personal to where I started doubting my relationship. Like, not just with my girl, but like with my family too, because I got a lot of stuff going on with my family that I started doubting that. I started like freaking spiraling, bro. And then I just had to catch myself. I was like, yo, what are you doing? Like, ease all of that noise, right? Sit down, make these videos. You enjoy making these videos, bro. I very much do so enjoy being a jackass on camera for the laughs. Like, obviously, I'm like, this channel is nothing serious. That's why I try to refrain from reacting to very serious topics. right? And I try to make light of stuff because I do not. This is not a serious channel. This is a channel simply for people to come to and just like watch, try, hopefully get a laugh or something. You know what I mean? And maybe if there is little bits and pieces of gems and jewels that might can help somebody, they can take that away from that, right? But at the end of the day, this is not something I'm doing out of a place of where like this is something that I need to do in order for me to be successful. I'm already successful, bro.
Yeah.
Like in my own way of viewing success, I am there. I'm in a great relationship, right? My family, for what it is still stable, right? I have a very well paying job. It's nothing crazy. I'm not no millionaire by no means. I'm not seeing six figures a year, right? But my job still is very well paying. I have my own vehicle, right? I'm paying insurance on 2 vehicles, okay? And I have the freedom to where I don't ever have to worry about my bills being paid, and I can always travel to go see my girl, spend some time with her and her family whenever I need to. You know what I mean? So it's like I'm already successful within myself. So once I like locked in on that thought, now here I am. I'm sitting down recording this video, bro. You know what I mean? So like the overthinking is very hard to overcome, but it's very easy to redirect. You know what I mean? I don't know if y'all are catching what I'm trying to say. Like, I don't think you'll ever be able to get rid of your overthinking problem, but you can redirect it to where you're not overthinking about negative shit constantly, and where you're just reflecting and engaged with the positive things that are happening. So then you'll start seeing more positive outcomes out of your life. You know what I mean? I don't know if that makes sense, but I think it did. So let's just roll with it.
The way of strategy is the way of nature. Nature doesn't overthink. A river doesn't plan its path. It finds it by moving. You're doing the opposite. Meet Gohan. Works a 9 to 5 he's good at but doesn't care about. 3 hours a day on trains and buses. Gets home, eats, scrolls, sleeps. Repeat. He's got ideas. Wants to build something real, not watch numbers climb on someone else's screen. But here's where it breaks. Every time he sits down to start, his brain turns into a committee meeting. What if it fails? What if people laugh? What if I'm not good enough? Maybe I should research more first. Maybe I should wait until I have more money, more time, more certainty. You know what that is? That's not planning. That's fear dressed up as productivity. 6 months pass. Same job, same commute, same ideas rotting in his head. He's read 15 books on starting a business, watched 40 hours of tutorials, made 3 business plans, started none. The only thing that's changed is he's convinced he's not the type of person who actually does things. The overthinking isn't protecting him from failure. It is the failure. Every day he spends thinking is a day someone less prepared is doing. The tax compounds. First you lose time, then confidence, then the belief you're capable of action at all. Then something changes. A friend hands him a book, The Book of 5 Rings, written by Musashi in a cave at 62 after he'd already won everything. Gohan opens it that night. The first section, the Earth Book, has one line that immediately destroys his entire framework. It's not the quote everyone uses, and it's about to show him why every question he's been asking is the wrong question. Part 2, the distance flip. In strategy.
Hold on. What were the questions? What were the questions that I need to start asking myself to help me fix this, man? Come on, man.
It is important to...
You can't friggin' tease me like that and then not follow through, bro. I hate when people do that.
Message.
Fuck.
To see distant things as if they were close, and to take a distanced view of close things. Important to see Part 2, the distance flip. In strategy, it is important to see distant things as if they were close, and to take a distanced view of close things. That's the line from the Earth Book. Gohan reads it 3 times. Doesn't get it. Reads it again. Then it hits him. Close things. That's your fear, your doubt. That voice screaming, what if you fail? What if they laugh? What if you're not good enough? Push it back. Treat it like it's a mile away. It's there, but it's not in your face. Distant things. That's your goal, your vision, what you're actually trying to build. Bring it close. Make it real in your mind right now. You've been doing it backwards, living in your fear like it's your home address while treating your actual goal like some vacation you'll take someday. Musashi's telling you to flip it. Make your goal feel close enough to touch. Push your fear far enough away that it can't control you. Gohan sits with this. 3 business ideas, 2 side projects, 5 books he wants to write. All of them feel equal. All of them feel impossible. His brain's been treating all of them like they're right in front of him, demanding attention, and none of them are actually getting done. So he does what Musashi did before every duel. He picks the ground. Musashi never fought on ground he didn't choose. He'd show up early, study the terrain, decide his position, lock it in, then fight. Gohan realizes he's been trying to fight on 5 different battlefields at once. That's why he's losing all of them. He writes down one project. Not the best one. Not the one with the most potential. The one he can start today with what he has right now. The one he can take action on in the next 60 minutes. Then he deletes every other note, closes every other tab, commits to 30 days, no switching, no backup plans. The choice paralysis dies the second there's no choice left to make. You don't reduce options. You eliminate them. Pick one, kill the rest. That's the move. 2 days in, a new problem hits. The old voices come back. What if this was the wrong choice? What if the other idea was better? What if you just wasted 2 days? He's not paralyzed by options anymore. Now he's paralyzed by doubt. And that's where Musashi's next lesson comes in. Part 3, the motion proof. Musashi writes in the Fire Book, there is more than one path to the top of the mountain. Everyone stops there, posts it on Instagram, feels inspired. But here's what comes next. Yet all paths lead nowhere if your feet do not move. Read that again.
That's a... Come here, fuck, nigga. That's a bar, nigga. Do you hear me? That was a bar. I was excessive. I apologize. I felt that one a little too personal. You know what I mean? Like, bro. Listen, bro. I know y'all saw that video. I was like, shit, everybody cringes to. That we thought was cool. Yeah, when I posted that little clip of me as the youngin'. Boy, listen. When I told you the amount of doubt and fear that consumed me back then trying to do this YouTube business with what I had, it was so astronomical, bro. I put this shit down for 7 years, bro. 7 years between that channel and this one, and my gaming channel, which I know I've been neglecting, but I'm probably just gonna turn that into a streaming channel and stream like once a week on that channel. You feel me? I might just do that. But it wasn't up until very recently. Like y'all see how old this channel is. A month, just about going on to 2 months old, bro. And I had my setup set up since I got back home in February. I think it was February. Might have been March. But like, I had all of this shit ready for me when I got back. And before I even like started, it hit, bro. Like that fear, that doubt, it came back. It was like,
You really about to try this again? It's just gonna end up exactly like how it was when you tried the music business.
I love making music, bro. I love making music, bro. It's like, that brings me joy. But so does this. And I did this. I wanted to do this. I wanted to do music. At some point I wanted to do like animations. We're gonna get to that at some point in time, Chad. As soon as, anyway, I'm not even gonna speak on that. But at some point, I'm gonna do that, cause my end goal of what I want to do with my life is I want to make my own like freaking manga, bro, or my own anime. That's like one of my biggest end goals. Like one of the things I want to achieve most in life, bro, is to make my own sort of anime / manga type of, content. At some point, that's what I'm gonna do. But for now, this is what I enjoy doing, right? I'm gonna get to doing that stuff. I will. I know that already. I'm not gonna say like I have it planned out, because I really don't. I really don't. At some point, once I started with the first few videos, I was just like, I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. I'm just posting videos, bro. And now I'm just going with it. You feel me? Like, yeah, there's days when I'm like, bro, I really can't do this. I'm not like feeling it. I'm feeling like hella fucked up. It's like shit happening in real life has got me kind of fucked up right now, so I can't. Right? Yes, there are days like that. I just took a 3-day break, like 4-day break, like not too long ago. But I still come back, and then I still get right back to it like nothing happened, bro. Why? Because I'm slowly but surely overcoming that doubt, bro. That doubt within myself, right? And I think, or at least I'd like to think, that it's gonna start reflecting in my relationships, like with my family and with my girl and shit like that. Cause I don't know, like recently, I feel like everything has been smooth, like where it comes to me and interacting with people. I don't like people, but like it's been calm interacting with people now, instead of it being a hassle. You know what I mean? Like instead of it feel like me having to like constantly deal with people's bullshit, it's like, all right, bro, I see you doing your thing. Cool. It doesn't affect me, you know? So I just got completely sidetracked because we were talking about taking steps towards your goals, bro. Yeah, it's like that old saying, bro. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take, bro. Like, take a risk with whatever it is that you want to do, bro. It is worth the risk. Even if you fail, it was worth the risk. Like, if for some reason, it's not going to happen, but if for some reason this YouTube stuff does not work out for me, it was worth it. I will not be mad at it. I won't. Because I know that even if it doesn't work out for me, which it will, I just know it will. But if it doesn't, like for some whatever reason, it's not like gonna be the end of my world. You know what I mean? I've got other shit going on in my life that'll keep me going, keep me just happy, regardless of YouTube. So it's like, yes, your dreams and chasing them are important. Take those risks to achieve that goal, bro. Because you never know when you're going to be summoned back to whatever God you believe in, bro. You feel me? That's all.
Again, he's not saying all paths are equal. He's saying the path doesn't matter if you're standing still. The worst path you're actually walking beats the best path you're only thinking about every single time. Because walking teaches you. Thinking just repeats what you already know. You're waiting for proof before you move. Proof that it'll work. Proof that you're ready. Proof that you made the right choice. But proof doesn't come from thinking. It comes from motion. Right now, someone half as smart as you is winning. You want to know why? Because they moved 3 months ago while you were still planning. Action beats analysis when analysis leads to nothing. Gohan's 2 days into his project. He's applied the distance flip. Fear is far away. Goal is close. He's picked his ground. 1 project, 30 days, no switching. Now he has to actually do something. He writes a post, edits it 4 times, finally hits publish. 7 views, 1 comment. This is dumb. Old Gohan would have deleted everything, switched projects, convinced himself he was right to doubt, that the universe was giving him a sign, that maybe this wasn't his path after all. But he remembers something from the Fire Book. After Musashi's first duel at age 13, people said his technique was rough, unrefined, sloppy, that he won through luck, not skill. Musashi didn't defend himself, didn't argue, didn't quit. He just fought again and again, 60 more times. Each fight refined the technique. The criticism became irrelevant because the wins piled up. Feedback only matters when it comes from results, not opinions. 1 negative comment from someone who's never built anything, that's not feedback, that's noise. Gohan keeps posting, doesn't respond to the comment, doesn't change course, posts the next day and the next. 10 days in, he's got 200 views, 3 positive comments. The negative one doesn't even register anymore. Not because he's confident, because he's moved past it through sheer repetition. The fear of judgment dies when you stop feeding it attention. You don't overcome it through confidence or positive thinking. You starve it through motion. Do it enough times and your brain stops flagging it as a threat. It becomes background noise. 3 weeks in, Gohan's consistent. No more paralysis, no more fear spirals, but there's still something broken. Every decision takes forever because he's trying to calculate the perfect move. Should he post in the morning or evening? Should he write 500 words or 1,000? Should he use this format or that one? He wants certainty before he commits, and that's about to destroy everything he's built. Part 4. The Now Strike. Some teachers say to wait for the perfect opening. This is the thinking of those who have already lost. The opening is now, or it is never. That's from the Wind book. Musashi's calling out other sword schools, and he's calling out you too. You're waiting for the perfect moment, when you'll feel ready, certain, prepared.
Yeah, I fell into that trap, bro. I fell into that trap. There's no such thing as the perfect moment, bro. The perfect moment is the exact same moment that you're still breathing and able to do it, bro. Every moment is the perfect moment to start, bro. That's it. That I learned that not the hard way, cause I just reflected on it and I was like, bro, I've wasted 7 years on a dream that I already put my foot in, bro. And just because I was impatient back then as a little kid, I let myself fall into that trap that is despair. And I think that's what caused me so much like inner turmoil with myself. You know what I mean? So, yeah, there is no such thing as the perfect moment to start, bro. You start right now. Right now is your perfect moment. You're fully capable. You have everything at your disposal already. It may not be on a grandiose scale that you want it to be, right? But it's there, bro. I know it is. Trust me. It is there. It may not be, you may not have the level of quality that you want at first, but you just like he said with the sword technique, bro. They said his technique was rough around the edges, but with every battle afterwards, it got more and more refined. Your work is gonna start out rough, bro. But as you continuously go at it, it'll get more and more and more refined until you reach a state, right, in production and quality that you're like, great, this was where I wanted to be. Now, how can I exceed that if I want to carry that to another level? Or how can I maintain this level of quality throughout everything? You know what I mean? So it's like, don't wait thinking that something miraculous is going to happen. Nothing miraculous is going to happen, bro. Nothing miraculous is going to happen. The only thing that's going to happen is whatever you make happen, bro. So stop sitting and waiting for the perfect moment, bro. It doesn't exist.
That moment doesn't exist, and waiting for it is killing you.
Yep.
There is no perfect moment coming. No moment when fear disappears or doubt vanishes. Those are fantasies your brain uses to keep you safe. Safe means stuck. You want certainty? Every day you wait, you get weaker. Every day you delay, someone else takes your spot. That's your certainty. Gohan's 3 weeks in, posting consistently. Fear is dead. Choice paralysis is dead. But now he's facing the big one. Quit his job or keep it while building. He's built a spreadsheet, calculated his runway, modeled 3 scenarios, still doesn't feel certain, still waiting for the numbers to say it's safe. Then he reads about Musashi's most famous duel, Sasaki Kojiro, arguably the best swordsman in Japan. Kojiro arrived early, brought his finest sword, prepared for days. Musashi showed up late, carved a wooden sword from an oar on the boat ride over, killed Kojiro in one strike. Perfect preparation? No. Perfect timing? No. Action in the face of uncertainty? Yes. You make the best decision with what you know right now, then execute. The clarity comes from the decision, not before it. Gohan closes the spreadsheet, makes the call in 30 seconds, keeps the job, builds nights and weekends for 6 months. If it works, he quits. If not, he's got data. Decide and move. Decisions that take weeks don't get better. They get heavier. Make it fast, make it final. Now Gohan's moving, decided, acting. But here comes the hardest enemy. His family says it's risky. His co-workers say he's changing. His girlfriend says he's obsessed. And Musashi's final teaching is about to destroy that noise forever. Part 5, the alone weapon. The voices around you aren't helping. They're killing your clarity. Every opinion adds noise. Every piece of advice pulls you off center. And Musashi's final text shows you how to silence all of it. A week before Musashi died at 62, He wrote the Dokudo, 21 precepts. He called it the way of walking alone. Not a guide for swordsmen, a guide for anyone who wants to think clearly in a world full of noise. First precept, do not seek pleasure for its own sake. He's not talking about fun. He's talking about validation, approval, consensus. The need for other people to tell you you're on the right path. Here's what's actually happening. You're not overthinking because you don't know what to do. You're overthinking because you're asking too many people what they think you should do. Every opinion adds weight. Every voice adds doubt. Your brain takes all that input and turns it into paralysis. Most people think more input equals better decisions, mentors, coaches, masterminds, forums, groups, more perspectives, better choice, right? Wrong. Musashi fought 60 duels alone, trained alone, rode alone, died alone, never lost once. That should tell you something about the power of solitude. Gohan's 4 weeks into his project, posting daily, building at night, but he's still telling everyone about it. Family dinners turn into progress reports. His girlfriend asks how it's going every day. Co-workers have opinions. Friends send him articles about better ways to do what he's doing. Each conversation plants a seed of doubt. Maybe they're right. Maybe I should pivot. Maybe I'm doing this wrong. The mental noise is back. Different form, same result. Then he reads the Dokudo and makes a decision. He stops talking about his project completely. Doesn't post updates in the family group chat. Doesn't ask his girlfriend if she thinks it's working. Doesn't poll his friends. Just works. And something wild happens. The mental noise disappears. Not because he found all the answers, because he stopped inviting all the questions. Second precept, accept everything just the way it is. Not passive acceptance, strategic acceptance. Gohan's job still sucks. 3-hour commute still exists, but he stops wishing it was different and starts using it. Commute becomes writing time. Lunch breaks become planning time. Reality is the terrain. Stop fighting it. Use it. Third precept, do not seek to possess either goods or fiefs for your old age. Don't build your life around safety that doesn't exist.
Bro, that chat. I've been trying. Like, I'm keeping quiet because I'm soaking up everything like he's saying, and I'm realizing just like how much I've grown as a person, bro. It's like I've seen myself from a third person perspective, bro. Like, when I was younger, I've seen myself here, like, doing this. Like, exactly where I am right now. Probably not watching this exact video, right? But I've seen this, right? And then I just thought about it, and now I'm like, I've already seen my future self, bro. I know exactly where I'm going to be in the next few months. I know exactly what's going to happen, at least where I'm concerned within myself, come next year, bro. And like, yeah, I've got all the personal drama to deal with, right, with my family. And whenever things get shaky in my relationship, because it'll come, but you know, it is what it is. It'll happen, right? Yes, I'll have those personal things to deal with, but I've seen where I'll be with what I want. So I'm knowing within myself already that none of that matters. None of what's going to happen is going to stop me from where I want to be. You know what I mean? None of it is going to stop me or stunt my progression towards what I want from my life, bro. This is a bad idea. I'm probably going to put this back on the desk for the next video. But what I'm trying to say is, bro, time will not wait for you, bro. Time will not wait for you. So you got to know how to make the most of the time you have. Everybody has the same 24 hours in a day. They just spend it differently, right? I know you've all heard that saying, bro. We all have that same 24 hours in a day, but we all spend it differently. Like, bro, listen, I'm not going to say too much, but just know, come next year, this is going to be a whole different kind of, just wait to see, bro. Just wait to see, bro.
Gohan was staying at his job for a 401k he'd access in 30 years, sacrificing 30 years of his life for security in old age. That's not a plan. That's trading your present for a future that might never come. Fourth precept, you may abandon your own body, but you must preserve your honor. Your honor is your word to yourself, not your reputation, not what people think of you, your internal contract. Every time you say you'll do something and don't, you lose a piece of it. Gohan's honor became his 30-day commitment. No matter what happened, no matter how he felt, no matter what anyone said, he kept his word to himself. Overthinking dies in solitude, not because you figure everything out, because you stop asking questions that don't have answers. You stop performing for an audience that doesn't exist. The work becomes the only voice that matters. 6 months later, Gohan's project is real, not huge, not viral, real, making money, growing slowly. And the overthinking? It's not gone. But now he knows exactly what to do when it shows up. Distance flip, motion proof, now strike, walk alone. He's got a system, and systems beat willpower every single time. And now, if you want more wisdom like this delivered daily, join our...
Yeah, alright, cool. That's gonna be it for this video, man. Like, I'm not gonna lie, this video preached a lot about loneliness and like solitude and what's not, which in and of itself, I don't think is a bad thing, right? Always make sure you take time to like get away from the noise of life, bro, and just like relax and clear your mind. That's why I love driving, bro. That's why I love taking like road trips. At one point in time, I was driving 4 hours out of town for whatever reason, right? If you know, you know. But most of the time, it wasn't even about the destination that where I was going. I just enjoyed driving there, because I was like by myself in my truck, listening to music if I was listening to music, or just taking in, you know, the peace and the quiet of not having to worry about work or home or whatever's going on at home or whatever the case is, because I'm out doing whatever the fuck I'm doing. You know what I mean? So take time to like make sure you clear up here, bro. Because if you're just constantly sitting in your same habits day in and day out without ever taking a break or a step back from it to like refresh your brain and your body, you're gonna get lost in that fog, bro. And it's very hard to get out of that fog, bro, right? Especially if you're not mentally strong enough to pull yourself out of it and you need other people to pull you out of it. That's gonna be even more difficult, because a lot of people probably are also dealing with their own kind of situations along those lines, bro. So it's gonna be hard for someone to help you if they're struggling to help themselves, you know what I mean? So I guess the moral of the story is take care of your mental state, bro. Don't let reality, the reality you live in, be your only reality. You know what I mean? We have the power to change our reality, bro. Like, you could not tell me any differently, bro. Cause I know, like, for my friends at least, when I was back home in like 2022, 2023, they know, like, I was speaking about this, about exactly what I'm doing right now. I was speaking about this, right? We were talking about it, and I made like steps towards it, and then boom, just like that, life happened. I had to move. I still continued to talk about it, still made moves towards it. I ended up at the job I'm at right now. My old boss, before he retired, he was like, oh yeah, he used to do blah 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 blah, got me all my equipment, cost me a hefty bit, but I digress, you know. And then here we are, present day. I'm doing exactly what I said I would, just a little bit later than I would have liked to, you know what I mean? But I started, and I'm continuing to progress forward. I hope y'all do the same, man. I'll catch y'all in the next video.